Hi everyone, for tonight's nightcap and review, I'm having a water and I'll be reviewing Heir by Natalie Sloan. This is a book I received as an ARC, but of course I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the tropes and these are the content warnings. I will say there are no content warnings listed in the book and there are none listed on the author's website. These are things I found as I was reading the book just to make you aware of what you'll come across as you read it, if you choose to read it. I will say nothing in this book was to an extreme, but that is stuff you'll come across. Now my rating for this book is a 3.75. So what's this book about? So this book is about Omera, and I think that's how you pronounce it, who has always had an amazing ability of being able to read people. So much so, she has made a name for herself in the underground gambling world with her success at poker. Now, after one particularly good night at the tables, as she's heading home with her bestie, she is struck by lightning. And she wakes up in the hospital, but when she wakes up and comes to, she starts hearing people cheering her name, calling her Queen of the Realm. Obviously, the lightning did more damage than she thought. But then strange things start happening, like she's able to hear people's thoughts, and then some strange men show up at her door proclaiming to be her fated mates, 3 of them, and they're claiming to be supernatural beings. It turns out the father that she never met was in fact a demon and was also king of the realms and has since passed. What this means is that his powers and titles have transferred to her, and she's not sure how to take this because it looks like the hand that she's been dealt because of this may not in fact be a good one, because the other players at the table are wanting her to fold in a more permanent way. So what are my thoughts on this book? Again, I am giving it a 3.75. I really enjoyed the female main character, Omera, I think is how you pronounce her name. I found her compelling, interesting, and for everything that happened to her over basically what seems like a span of a weekend, everything she learned and things that were done to her, she took it surprisingly well. If even a tenth of that had happened to me, I'd be over in the corner rocking back and forth and crying. So I find her to be a very strong and compelling character that I enjoyed. Now this is a wide choose with 3 mates. You have Drax, who is a vampire, Xandra, I think Xandrin, I apologize, who is a bear shifter, and then Marix, who is a fire mage. And I will say, even though this is a wide choose, it didn't really feel like a wide choose. With the fire mage, Marix, I think is how you pronounce it, I kind of forgot he was there. He only really appeared in a kind of enforcer kind of way. He didn't really add to anything, and like I said, I kind of forgot he was there. Then you have Drax, or Drake. I am sorry, the vampire's mate is Drake. I have it written down over here. And with him, sometimes I forgot he was there. And when he was there, he didn't really add to the relationship in a positive manner, but he doesn't really fall into the category of a bully romance kind of partner either. He was just there and not nice. But then you have Xandrin, and the bear shifter, who I absolutely adored. He was an amazing mate. He was the one you predominantly read in this book, and he's a bear shifter, and he got the nickname Pooh Bear due to a funny, cute moment, which I absolutely adored. He was there supporting Omera throughout the book, and being there when she needed him to be strong, but being there to support her when she needed the support. I loved him, and he was great. Now, this book is the first in a series, so it does leave on a cliffhanger. So I am hoping as the series progresses and the books, you get more into them as they go on, that we will be able to focus on the other 2 mates so that we can see their relationship grow with Omera, because that was one thing that really did disappoint me about this book, was that it is a wide choose, but I didn't get those wide choose vibes, and I forgot 2 of the 3 mates. Now, I will say the plot I did find really interesting, with the vibes of the fight for the throne, the training the queen went through, the supernaturals having to confront their bias because Omera is half human, and half humans, or humans in general, are not well received by supernaturals, and you have the hidden heir. So all those elements did make for a really interesting plot. So I did enjoy this book, and I am intrigued to see what happens next. Now, if this does sound like a book you want to give a try for yourself, and I do encourage everyone to give these books a try for themselves, just because this wasn't 4 stars or higher for me doesn't mean it won't be for you, and I love that for you. If you give it 5 stars, that's amazing. You had a great time reading. If you want to give it a try for yourself, it will be available July 27th. Give it a download, enjoy, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.